Alright, so we've got another little bonus LP. And I do mean little in this regard. This is only going to be 3 videos. This is Pokemon Snap on the N64. And this is being played on my N64. I don't own the Virtual Console version of this, and I don't have the Switch Online service. So I'm playing this on OG hardware. And man, this is a weird game to run off of my N64 because my converter that I use, for some reason, this game becomes a lot more colorful. I had to tone down the brightness and the color saturation. Anyway, this young man here, he appeared in the Pokemon anime for a few episodes. In the show, he was called Todd Snap. So we're going to be naming, when the game gives us an option to name our character, that's what we're going to be naming him. Anyway, so this game was back during Generation 1. So we only have 151 Pokemon here. And even then, we don't have all 151 Pokemon in this game. We only have 63. And I will be taking a picture of all 63 Pokemon. This is technically going to be on a 100% run. Because the only thing I'm not counting is filling out the best scores on the Pokemon report. Anyway, so yeah, Professor Oak is here on Pokemon Island, and he wants us to take pictures on this new machine called the 01, which is going to be our means of traversing the island. This is a I believe it's classified as a rail shooter game. But instead of, bullets or any kind of ammunition, it's photography. So we have our first stage here, the beach. We have a little tutorial here where it's going to basically give us these Pidgey for free, and also going to teach us how to do things. So you press Z to zoom in with your camera, so you can actually take a picture. And you press the A button to actually snap a picture. You can use C left and right, if you're playing this on the original N64, to kind of quick turn 90 degrees around you. And you can press C up to return right in front of you. Anyway, so one thing to note, when you start out this game, be sure to go to options and set the controls how you like. And by that I mean whether the stick is inverted or not. Because right now it's going up is down and down is up, and I can't stand that. Unless it's for like a vehicle section, like an actual flying game. So yeah, there's quite a few Pokemon you can get here on the beach. One of the special ones I'd consider is Lapras out here. Lapras is special in that you need to take pictures of it continuously through the stage to get it closer and closer. And the more pictures you take, the more Lapras will, well, not the more pictures you take, but the more you take the chance that you, every time you see the Lapras, you take a picture of it, another one will show up at the end. So you can get, I think, a total of 3 Lapras. And there are power-ups or special items you're going to get through the game. So you're going to have to come back to stages regardless. Because there are just some Pokemon that won't be facing you. There are just some Pokemon that, even though you know what the Pokemon is, it's just not going to count. Because it's going to be, their faces aren't in it. Also, is highly advised against taking pictures of Pokemon backsides. As Professor Oak will say, Pokemon don't appreciate it when you take pictures of their backs. Even though I'm pretty sure these Pokemon don't know you're taking pictures of them at all. Anyway, so that's the end. There are 2 ways to end the stage. Well, technically 3. But one of them is to reach the end to these gates that Oak has set up, or to run out of film. You have 60 pieces of film to go through. So, if you're just taking one of every Pokemon you see, you're not going to be running out of film. You have to really take a bunch of pictures for it. And also, there's a scoring system in this. So, Oak's going to judge you based on how good these pictures are. And I'm just going to say this right now. The scoring system sucks. There are times where you swear you're taking a picture of a Pokemon right in front of you, but for some reason the game will count it as you taking a picture of something far away. We'll see that in a later stage. And also, sometimes you can get better scores. We're going to see this too in this Let's Play. You can get better scores of what you already have, and he'll just like, there's a line you'll want to listen out for. You were close. And that's supposed to indicate that you have not met the point threshold. I have gotten 10 points higher than a score that has gone through all these checks, and it's like, you were close and didn't give me anything. Anyway, so there are several different things that are taken into account. There's size, which is how much of the picture the Pokemon is taking. There is pose, which is how dead center in front of you they're facing. So like how much of their front side you've taken a picture of, as well as whether or not they're doing something. So say like a Magikarp is splashing. That'll be counted differently. The maximum for any regular photo is 1,000 points. So, and then there's the doubler, which is if the Pokemon is in the center of the frame. That in itself is a fun part, because Pokemon's, like, you can get the tip of Zubat's little feet, whatever they are, in the center, and it'll count. It's weird. So here we're going to see that Oak doesn't. So yeah, they don't like being taken. They don't like their pictures being taken from behind. I'm pretty sure they don't even know what I'm doing. This is supposed to be an island of wild Pokemon. Anyway, so now he's giving us a Pokemon report, so we can look at that. And here I'm going to save and I'm going to quit the game, just so I can set the controls not being up is down, down is up. Because it's annoying. But I don't show that, obviously, because that's what editing's for. So now, now that we've gone through the beach, we can go to the tunnel. Now, certain items are restricted behind how many pictures you have taken. I don't think there is a score threshold for any of these. I didn't look this up. But I know for some of them, you need certain thresholds to get certain items. Also, that Pikachu is an introduction to something in this game, in that you can take pictures of Pokemon to have them move. I don't think it happens too often. Like, I know Pikachu does it a couple times, and there's a Pokemon later in this stage that will do that. Anyway, so the tunnel is full of electric Pokemon, as well as some other Pokemon. And by full of electric Pokemon, I more so mean Electrode and Electrode and Electabuzz. And we passed by a Zubat. And also, you see that egg there? Can't do anything about it. Not yet. But this little floating ball, take a picture of it. It's, I don't think it'll show anything on it. Couldn't take a picture of it to save my life. But, anyway, this Pokemon is Haunter. Yeah, it's going to appear as a question mark, but it is a Haunter. The picture did take. So, yeah. Anyway, here's Diglett. Diglett, the more you take pictures of, the more will move throughout the stage. And by throughout the stage, I mean this little area. If you take pictures of him 3 times, he becomes a Dugtrio. And also, in terms of the scoring system, there are special Pokemon in the game that, if you take pictures of, give you bonus points before, like size and whatnot. And then there are same Pokemon scores. So if you take pictures of the same if multiple of the same Pokemon are in a picture, you're going to get bonus points. Anyway, we see that Electrode by some very hot looking rocks, but we can't do anything about it. Yeah, and these Magnemite, they flip out whenever you try to take a picture of them. We can't take a good picture of them yet. We have to wait until later. Anyway, so that was the tunnel. After going through the tunnel once, and I think it's just going through the tunnel once, we're going to get a new item that'll help us progress, because in stages 2 and 4, we're going to need items to unlock an alternate path. I mean, technically stage 7 does as well, or stage 6, but you already have that item by then. So yeah, you can also use the album mark to mark your favorite pictures for, they won't get judged unless you're album marking a picture that's, that's also going to get a oak mark. But yeah, see, Haunter will show up, even though it said just question mark there. And it's funny, I thought that picture wasn't going to count because I remember when I was taking a picture of it, I didn't get the name. So usually when you get the name, that's a good sign that you've taken a picture in the center of the frame. But sometimes it'll just kind of happen regardless. Sometimes, not a lot, but yeah. So here's a special grade. So this just gets 600 points right off the bat, and because of that, we're just going to get a much better score. I mean, we also got a much better pose, so, and that's because Pikachu, we were getting all of Pikachu's front side. Now, sometimes you can get the back side and it'll count, but usually that's because they're doing something. So, like, if a Pokemon is dancing, the backside will count. It's weird. And also, Oak likes dead Pokemon. The Electrode explosion gets bonus points. Meowth getting attacked by the Pidgey gets you more points, I believe. Yep. I'm surprised I got some of these. Though the real surprise is going to come later. Anyway, so how... I know, 14 minutes in. Now just explain this. So how this LP is going to work is that it's going to be... the first 2 parts are going to be 3 stages plus a repeat through stage 2 and 4. Because you have to in order to unlock the next stage. And then the final part will be going through all the stages again, getting something later that we need to get to unlock stage 7. So here we go. Whenever he says wait, that means he usually has something for you. Anyway, so now we've unlocked. Come on. I like that. Would you like to get closer with Pokemon? It's like, these Pokemon? No, they're wild. Anyway, these are apple-shaped Pokemon food. Yeah. I just couldn't call them apples. Anyway. So we can throw these and kind of lead Pokemon, certain Pokemon to places. It'll, some of them, when they eat them, will be happy, and you can take a picture of that. That'll get you bonus points. But we can also do something special in the tunnel.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm fast forwarding through tunnel because we've already seen it, and really there's nothing we're getting new. I mean, it gives us an opportunity to get some more pictures. And I swear that second apple should have counted, but it didn't. Also, there will be little bodies of water. If you throw apples into them, sometimes a Magikarp will show up. So yeah, that's how you can get a Magikarp to show up. There are just some stages where Magikarp show up normally, though I think that's only stage 6. Just being a little jerk to Pikachu, just throw an apple at him. And yeah, you can't speed up in the game normally, not until much later. So here, I'm slowing back down because now we can get a picture of Magnemite. And again, want to take a picture of his front. That way, Oak's not yelling at us that, oh, you didn't take a picture of his front. It didn't count. So now we can throw this apple at the electrode, and it'll explode. What's so special about this explosion? Well, it clears out the rubble. Which means a new course. And yes, the 0-1 can fly. It's kind of like a car, a hovercraft, and a boat. All at once. Yeah, sometimes the what the camera considers what you took a picture of priority being weird. Like that one was so weird because it counted the Haunter in the background and not the Zubat in the foreground.
Yes.
It's so weird. Anyway, so we got multiple of these Kakunas, and because we got the multiple, we get more points. And so that automatically, just because you get like a worse size or pose, doesn't quite mean you're gonna get a worse picture. It just depends on if you can get like the multiplier. The technique is what it's called, but usually we just call it the doubler. And also the same Pokemon score. Yeah, can you see Haunter in that second picture? I can't. And not in the center, so we don't get the doubler. I swear, Oak is just making up these points.
Wonderful.
But whatever. Anyway, that brings us up to 17. We only took 2 new pictures this time. Oh, also, oh no, I already mentioned that. Never mind. Never mind. Oh, but if you're wondering what the background is, so on the right-hand side, some of y'all might be more familiar with one side than the other. The right-hand side is is the American box art for this game. The left-hand side is the European box art. And I like both of them, so I was like, you know what? We're going to have both. Anyway, so this is the Volcano. This is where you can find your fire types. We got Rapidash. We got Vulpix. It's going to be Magmar later on. There's going to be the Charmander line. And yes, he's the only one that you get the entire line for. Stupid special privilege. Anyway, so yeah, you can get these Vulpix to go for the apples, and they'll look happy. I don't think I took quite the best picture for a happy Vulpix. I forget, but anyway, there's also special circumstances you can get these pictures in. Like, you can get this Magmar attacking a Charmander, and that's how you evolve it into Charmeleon. Charmander just gets so mad that he got attacked that he turns into Charmeleon. Also, up here is an egg. Don't do anything with it yet. First off, look to the side, and there are Charmander. So yeah, if there is a Pokemon or an object in your way, you will just stop. This is how you're going to get this best Charmander photo. Look at all the Charmander coming forward. And I'm trying to get one where he's jumping, because I think that's worth more points. But I think Oak gets screwed up on which one I'm taking a picture of. Anyway, so all you gotta do is knock an apple at the egg. It becomes a Moltres, a legendary Pokemon being born right in front of our eyes. Also, I get a really good shot here of two Magmar burning each other alive. It's great. Also, these little fire pits I'm throwing stuff into. Can't do anything with them yet. Gotta wait. Gotta wait until a revisit. Anyway, you got this Charmeleon running around this little pool of lava. Let's see what happens if we knock him into it. He didn't like that. Charizard. So yeah, I came really close to actually running out of film. And again, that if there's only something you want to take a picture of at the beginning of the stage and you don't feel like playing out through the whole stage, you can just waste all your film. It'll take a sec, but you can do that. That is a really good Rapidash photo. It would have been better if it was a lot closer, but oh well. And also there are other Rapidash on the side that you can take a picture of. Yeah, that's probably my best Charmeleon out of all of them. Now this one I call foul on. Because I swear I took a picture of the Charmander in the center there. And I swear that was centered. Oak says no. Anyway, there's our fire chicken. And then I choose this one of Charmander Charizard trying to burn us alive. Anyway, so now we get judged. Oh, it's neighing. It's not really doing anything, Oak. Anyway, so now going through the Volcano stage, we've unlocked a new stage. I think this is where you need to start taking a certain amount of Pokemon pictures, getting a certain amount of new Pokemon. I can't remember the requirements. Yeah, here we go. This one I cry foul on. I didn't get the doubler. Charmander are basically taking up the center of the screen. Not good enough. Anyway, so now we've got one of the legendary birds on there. Oh yeah, fighting Magmar. I love it when they kill each other. So that's gonna do it for part 1 of Pokemon Snap. I'll join you next time for stages 4, 5, and 6. I'll see you guys then.